What's up, nail geeks? I am back today with Live Love Polish's house brand Illimite. I do hope I am saying that correctly. I was sent the Frida Kahlo collection as well as some extra goodies for full-on review. So I have honestly been very curious about this brand. I've seen them on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, and I'm very excited to share my thoughts with you guys on their goodies. So I wanted to show you guys the little mini set that I got for the base coat, top coat, cuticle oil, and the crystal nail file. So the crystal nail file is very nice. If you are new to polishing your nails and taking care of them, I highly recommend you grab yourself some type of crystal nail file. This one I did use for my maintenance routine this week, and it was very nice. Really nice fine grit on there, and really easy filing on that. So here is the strengthening base coat. I did use one of the polishes in this video, and I'm actually still wearing it. And I'll show you guys application on this one, as well as the quick dry glossy top coat, which is what you're seeing right here. I do want to note that the bottles are rectangle. However, that rectangular top does come off very easily, and you'll have a normal handle underneath it to polish and apply to your nails. So here on this entire video, I'm going to show you guys the quick dry top coat on application for all of the polishes in the Frida Kahlo collection. And here we also have the cuticle oil, and this one that I received is the scent in Frida Pear. I've got to say, this one's a really fresh, clean scent. It has a bit of a fruity note to it, but overall it's really nice. Very crisp, very fresh in your face. So here, if you order the entire Frida Kahlo collection, which is 6 polishes, that includes 3 tricolor thermals, you will get this beautiful box. I really have to compliment Live Love Polish. The presentation overall for this set is phenomenal in my opinion. For those of you who are collectors, I know I'm a collector myself, this is a fantastic collector's box overall. It's really sturdy, really hardcore, and each of the Frida polishes come in these beautiful blue boxes that have really nice designs on the inside as well. So let's get on with the polishes. This is the first one I have to show you guys. This is Ellis para Volar. This is a very rich, cool toned gray with a very strong blue shimmer that shifts over to purple on extreme angles, and I do see a very fine particle holographic effect as well that applies very scattered across the nail. So this one overall, I was very impressed with the formula. I do want to note that I feel like formulas that have this type of like strong shimmer in it, normally it seems like you got to work with them a little bit, but I had no issues with this one. So really nice application overall. For opacity, I'm going to say between 2 and 3 coats. I really feel like this one's going to depend on how you polish and how long your free edge is. I personally went up to 2 coats and I found it was just fine. In the video, I do record these in very bright lights, as I'm always repeating myself, and I feel like you could kind of see a little bit of my smile line on the full hand shot, but in person it was just not super noticeable. So I would definitely recommend 2 to 3 coats and you're going to be good to go. Here you're seeing the quick dry glossy top coat. I want to say hands down, I really liked this top coat. Very easy. Those of you who blog on your own or you do swatching or whatnot, this dries down crazy fast, and I had no issues pulling up my latex on the first couple of polishes that I showed you guys, and it gives a really strong glossy effect overall. And here we have Torzales. This is a black base with lots and lots of hollow across the nail. And there's also these really interesting reflective, almost like a metallic type of flake in here as well. They are of the smaller variety. This one applied very opaque on the nail. If I went in a little bit thicker, this could definitely pass for a 1 coater, which is very nice, especially because the base is a very creamy, rich black. So to plump it out and wear it how I would wear normally, I did take it up to 2 coats. For a black polish, this is very sparkly. The dark base does not at all hide all of that sparkles across the nail. And I thought it was really interesting. Those little metallic silver, I want to say they're silver, flakes overall. They're very small, but they give a very strong, like, reflective type of sparkle. And that kind of mixes in with all those very, very scattered, really fine particle holographic. I want to. I hesitate because it's very fine, so I don't really want to call it glitter, but it sparkles like glitter overall. So this one does dry down a little bit on the satin side. So I went in with their glossy top coat, and as you can see here, really, really nice formula. I really enjoyed this quick dry top coat. The way it applied felt like liquid glass on my nail. Really, really nice. Very smooth formula, very nice consistency overall, and definitely evens everything out. So after top coating on this one, I had no texture here. Really smooth overall application. Very, very buttery, very rich in the final look. And here we have Roots. This is what I would describe as a super multi-chrome, sparkly, holographic, shifty multi-chrome thing all in one bottle. So I would say this is one of those full coverage flaky type polishes. It's got what I would consider the UCC flakes. I'm unsure if that is exactly what it is in here, but it does remind me of those really shifty flakes. The shifts you'll see are of the warmer tones, very, very nice. Go in a little bit medium to a little bit heavier on this one, and just trust that the flakes are of the metallic variety, so they kind of lay on your nails like a foil. So just don't overwork it, and they'll just adhere to your nail very easily and build up crazy fast. This one kind of reminds me of when the burnished look with the flakes and the powder was really popular a couple years ago. Very, very nice. This one's incredibly intense in the sparkle. So not only do you get those multi-chrome foil just easily building up to opacity, that sparkle is so crazy strong in person. So this one I'm going to recommend 2 coats for opacity, and you're going to be just fine. Here, going in with the quick dry glossy top coat, as you can see, really nice, really, really nice coverage overall, and it easy peasy just really exploited those sparkles. There's a lot going on with this one. Really nice rich formula overall, and just crazy fast build up. So here on the full hand shaft, you can kind of see that shift. In bright lights, you'll see it as that coppery bronze look, and then on angles, you'll see a strong gold shift come out to play. And here we've got the first thermal of the set that I'm going to show you guys. This is Bonito. I want to note that on all 3 of these, I would classify them as trithermals. I saw lots and lots of color shifts on them. This one was especially reactive for me. Overall, easy transition on the color change and on the thermal properties. The formula for it is very rich, builds up super quickly on the nail. I'm going to recommend between 2 and 3 coats depending on how you polish, though personally I think 2 coats will be just fine. Easy peasy. So depending on your atmosphere, like what you're around, will definitely, and your body temperature is definitely going to depend on one of 2 or 3 gradients that I saw giving my free edge. So I'm in Texas, and it's very hot, and it's just really disgustingly hot here. It's the summertime. So I was definitely on the warmer end on all 3 of these thermals. So being that I was essentially warm-natured, mostly seeing that very light lime green to that medium green that you're seeing here on the glossy top coat shot, and easy reaction overall. So depending on whether or not I was inside or outside, it just crazy reactive overall on that thermal property. This one does dry down a little bit on the matte side, so I would recommend a glossy top coat to really exploit your pigments in here, as there's also a very nice, very flecked blue shimmery effect, and as well as a scattered holler effect too. So here, going in with my hair dryer, I felt like I was consistently showing you guys the warm tone that's kind of in the medium effect, so it's kind of like a middle type of green. So this one definitely goes from like a lime green to a mid green, and then a very dark green overall. So I think, interestingly enough, you'll see all types of shades on this one. I wasn't satisfied with what I was showing you guys with the hair dryer, so I went in with some ice water so you guys could see all 3 colors. Obviously, if you're in a mid transition state, like with your temperature, you're going to see even more colors. So really impressed with this one. For a trithermal, it was fantastic, and I saw lots of colors. Next is Prickly Pear. This is what I would describe as a light magenta on the warm state to a very dark eggplant purple on the cold state. Now, this one at first glance, I was considering it to be a dual type of thermal where we were just seeing two colors, but after walking around with it and playing around with it some more, I do feel like there is a third state here. When it's really warm, you'll see a much, much lighter magenta type of pinky purple. And in that medium state, which is what you're seeing on my nail bed, that is what I would consider the mid state. And then that very dark purple is the very cold state. So definitely looks can be deceiving. So this one also dries down on the matte side. There is a lovely shimmer going throughout this one as well, and a very fine holographic sparkle effect as well. Easy formula on the medium side, builds up very, very fast to opacity overall. Easy to apply. I was very, very impressed with the formula on all of these. So here going in with the quick dry top coat, you can see it just pops on that glossy effect. Very nice, easy, smooth type of application overall. And I had no dragging properties with this one. Easy peasy. And on the full hand shot, once again, this is kind of giving you guys a little bit better of an idea of what I was talking about, that it kind of looks like it's just two colors, but I really feel like there's three going on here. So just a really dark, dark color going all the way to a gradient of a nice medium to light type of magenta pinky shade. And once again, I just was not happy with what you guys were seeing with the hair dryer, so I'm going in with ice water once again to show you guys just how crazy reactive this is. Like, no problems whatsoever changing and shifting. So you can see right there, there's that tri-color effect coming out to play again. Very, very nice overall. And finally, for the last polish, this is the one I selected after swatching to show you guys the base coat and top coat and wear for several days after swatching this collection. So here I'm showing you guys the base coat, smooth formula as well, very easy to apply. Definitely gives you a bit of like a sticky base to work off of. And when I'm wearing polish in real life and I'm going about my daily activities, I do like to completely cap my tips to prevent any shrinkage whatsoever. So this is Sun and Life, what I would describe as another trithermal that goes from a almost nudish beige color to a very rich deep red. So here you can definitely see it's changing as I'm applying it on my nail bed. I really loved this one. In fact, I'm always talking about my mom coming over and visiting and checking out my nail polish collection. When she saw this on my nails that day, she was like, I'm gonna borrow that. So I don't really want to share this one, but I guess if I have to. So here on the second coat, you can see what I'm talking about. That very warm state is what I would consider almost like a beige type of nude. It's really warm. It's almost flirting with being sheer. For this one, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for opacity. Now, personally, I wore it up to 3 coats just to give me that extra oomph and that thickness that I'm usually going for, to add additional protection to my nails. So in the medium state, you'll see almost like a tomato type of red. Very, very pretty. It's on the warmer side. But when it gets very cold, it turns into a bit of a deeper type of red. It's really lovely overall. This one also has loads and loads of gold sparkles in it, so they kind of give off a bit of a very densely scattered gold flecked appearance overall. Very, very nice. I love this one. So this one also dries down matte as well, so going in with the quick dry glossy top coat really seals everything in and gives me a very nice effect overall. So easy peasy, just wonderful. I feel like on my free edge right here, you can kind of get a feel for that 3 colors that I'm referring to. On the very edge of my free edge, I think you can kind of feel that. Definitely gets super dark overall. So here, if you're warm, most of the time, like if you're in the south or whatnot, that full hand shot will kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be seeing with it. So finally, I am showing you guys the cuticle oil after I'm done polishing my nails and letting my quick dry just get more than tacky on my nail. I go in with cuticle oil and I slather them like crazy. So in the past, I've used cuticle oils that have a roller ball and I had a little bit of trouble getting product out. Not this one. I had no problems whatsoever getting the oil to run out from the roller ball. Easy peasy use, and the smell overall is light and a bit on the subtle side, so it's not overpowering in my opinion if you are sensitive to scents and whatnot. Now, the scent in Freesia Pear definitely has a very fresh pear like smell to it. Really nice, very pleasant. Kind of reminds me of like a spa type of scent overall. Just really, really lovely. And there, that is how I would wear my nails when I'm polishing in real life. So, the Frida Kahlo collection is currently available now. Overall, I do recommend them. This is really nice formulas and really wonderful base coat and top coat overall. So, definitely gets my stamp of approval. I'll link you guys below to Live Love Polish's website, as well as my blog post if you'd like an additional written review. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.